Okay, this is a morning breathing technique or a centering breathing meditation. All right, let's say it's the morning, you've taken a shower, you've eaten your breakfast, dressed for work, you're about to go into work, but you got a 15-minute window before you get out of the house and get into your car. So get yourself on a comfortable chair with good back support or sit on the floor in half or full lotus position. Put your tongue at the roof of your mouth, tip of your tongue touching your front teeth. You're breathing into the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding to the count of 7. Now exhaling to the count of 7. And now that's one round. Let's say you want to do another round, but you want to add a mantra. Breathe normally for the count of 7 and then start again. But prior to doing that, let me talk to you about a mantra you could use. A simple mantra might be, I breathe in all that is positive and good. I release all that I no longer need or is no longer valuable to me. Okay, so we'll breathe more like at the count of 7. Remember that your increments of 1 to 2 are the same on the inhalation, on the hold, and the exhalation. So the increments are always the same. So counting into the count of 1, holding to the count of 7, exhaling to the count of 7. Another good suggestion is to put your ring finger and your forefinger on your belly to make sure that you're getting full diaphragm breath, or what sometimes can be called soft belly breathing. You're noticing the inhalation and the exhalation. You're calmer than you were before, possibly. You've centered your mind, and now it's okay to start getting into that car, going out into that traffic, being more mindful on the road, and responding rather than reacting. So another reason to do this is to, for instance, you might work in a stressful office. You've got a lot of things to do. You're trying to focus your attention on one activity. Prior to doing that, you want to do a breathing in of the count of 4, holding to the count of 4, and then the exhalation to the count of 4. This is something you can do quietly at your desk in your office, but it's also something you can do quietly when you're in a situation that normally causes a triggered response. There are people or events that trigger us throughout each day that we live. Or there might be like a repeat drama that occurs every time you talk to a certain person. There are people in the world who make attempts to actually trigger you. So instead of reacting to something they may say to you to get a triggered response, you might simply instead do the breathing into the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4. And you might say, yeah, oh, Stan, yes, you're right. I need to take some more time to get one thing done before I move on to the next activity. I didn't hear it before, but now I do. It makes sense. Thank you, Stan. Notice over time, this will start to really change your communication with others. It may lead people who are intentionally triggering you to stop messing with you because you're not as easy a target as you were before. But remember this, It's really, everything in life is you against you. It's not about the other person. It's how do I respond rather than react? Because remember, reactions are triggered. They're not thoughtful. They often put us in a bad situation or bad disposition. So remember, it's always you against you. So even that person who is intentionally triggering you is probably one of your best teachers, because they can help you focus your mind towards response rather than react. So let's try that again. You've got a stressful situation. You feel yourself getting overwhelmed. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Tip your tongue behind your two front teeth. Keep your lips slightly parsed. Breathe into the count of 4. Hold to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. I breathe in all that is good. I exhale and release all that is no longer of value to me. I hope this helps, and it's something you maybe are doing already, but you might want to include that mantra. It can focus your attention when your mind is racing. It can help you with a difficult situation. Hopefully it'll make your day go better. And if you remember, if you start with a positive mantra in the morning, it's highly likely that your day will be positive. You already know what the power of negative thinking is, because you know those days when one thing happens in the morning, you're in a hurry to get to a meeting, and you start cursing the fact that you've maybe ripped a stocking, or you don't have a matching tie that goes with your outfit, or you can't find the shirt that you want to wear, whatever it is, and you start cursing that, and then the coffee machine doesn't work, and then the refrigerator door won't close, and then your kid wants something that they should have done the previous night. You notice these things starting to compound. Your mind is getting really agitated. And then you get into that car to go to work, and all that power of negative thinking starts to compound. Get in the car, the first thing that happens is you find yourself in a traffic jam, and the people in front of you are not moving quickly enough. You start cursing that. Then you get on the freeway, and there's an accident. All that negative thinking compounds. Instead, if you've done this breathing technique in the morning, everything that happens to you, whether negative or positive, can be cast in a positive light, because your mind is centered and focused, and it's not further complicating what is already a situation that doesn't need negative thoughts. It needs positive ones. That just happened. I mean, that's something I can just go without stockings today. Or, son, you're going to have to do that on your own. I really can't help you with this right now. I've got to get to work. But here's a book that I shared with you last week, and it might help you do that. Get to work before you get into first period. The traffic starts to slow. You know what? I've got a little extra time to listen to this NPR story. Who cares? You get to work, you're supposed to be at a 9 a.m. meeting, it's 9:10, you're late, the meeting was canceled. Or the meeting was delayed simply because everybody was in the same boat. They all were delayed getting to work because the accident affected everyone. Just a thought. Thank you.